Hello, everybody. It's Mike and Gary again from Pivotal Advisors, and we are here to continue to share information we're hearing out there. So, one of the things that we started to hear from a lot of people was, uh, what do we do? We can't talk to our customers. We can't get out on sales calls. We can't get out there. And of course, they heard from management that yeah, we probably should call all of our customers. But then we started hearing from the salespeople, well, what am I supposed to say? Like, I can't do anything. Our offices may be closed or working remotely or partially shut down, or there's just a lot of things going out there. So Gary, when we kind of think about it, you see companies kind of pull back, and you see other companies react differently. What are we suggesting people do right now?
Well, I think the companies that are getting killed are the ones that are waiting and reacting. The ones that just sit back and go, oh no, I got another cancellation, or oh, somebody else is going to reduce their things along those lines. Get proactive and reach out and talk to your customers. You've heard that probably from your boss. But the big thing I think about is this is a whole new reality. When you go talk to a customer for the very first time, you don't just start talking about what you do and how you do it and everything else. You do discovery. You ask a lot of questions. Their world just changed a lot. This is almost like doing discovery all over again. So get in there, ask them what's going on, where are they going, what's their strategy, how are they combating it, and then really listen for things that you might be able to help them with.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form, right? And when I think about discovery here, I think it's critically important. We don't just go in and say, "Hey, what's happening?"
Right.
This is about having a plan going in and having an agenda for your meeting. So maybe a quick update on how they're seeing things right now. What has happened to their forecast? What are the biggest things they're worried about? What is management talking to them about? And then get clear on what are some of the areas you can explore with them, right? Know what those key questions are you want to ask. So get yourself prepared for that call, like a discovery call, and maybe work with your team to build some talking points or some things they can do, because I just think it's super important that we learn right now. And
Yeah.
don't feel like you're trying to oversell or just learn like a good discovery call.
Right. Right. I hear salespeople talk all the time about uncovering their needs or their pains. I don't like that word, but they're uncovering their needs. You have a lot of needs to uncover right now. Are they struggling with inventory? Are they struggling with cash flow? Or where are they at? This is a great time to do discovery, and then you're listening again for, do you have a solution to that? So you might be able to help them with inventory. You might be able to help them with terms. You might be able to say, you know what, the immediate demand is gone, but you know what, we're going to help build this into a longer term program for you so we can take care of you over the long term. There might be different services. You and I talked ahead of time. People are coming up with different services all the time to to help people during this difficult time.
Yeah, and you as the sales leader may or may not be able to come up with that on your own. You may need to involve the management team, and it may need to go broader. But like any good discovery, we're just learning right now. We don't have to have the answer,
That's
right?
right.
We're trying to understand the most important questions and the most important needs and what people are thinking of. Then let's work internally with our teams to come up with creative solutions. I had a professional services company that reached out and said, "Hey, what we're doing for our customers during this time while we're a little bit idle is we're providing free advice. Now, that doesn't cost them anything, right? Other than time, which they have right now. And it's super valuable to the people they're providing it to. In fact, we call that something of value. So, as you learn from the clients, and then you sit back and say, now, how could we help them? What are those SOVs or something of value that you could provide to the customer? So, Gary, any other, this is a time of creativity, right? Some of the most creative people are running around out there. What are some of the things we've seen?
It could be stuff that you have, and it could be stuff you don't even have. I go back to some of the term. Come up, be creative. Come up with packages. Come up with a new program for them to help them through a different time. You might come up and they go, "I got nothing, man. I got no money. I my customers are drying up, and there might be absolutely nothing you can do to help." If you're reaching out and you're being proactive, you're being a good partner. And I even like to say, there might be nothing that you can do, but maybe you know somebody else that can help them. And if you introduce them to somebody else that can help them through these difficult times, maybe it's funding or loans or whatever else, but maybe you're helping them that way. You're still being a good partner, and you're strengthening that relationship even more.
Yeah, I read things this morning that the Small Business Administration has come out with relief loans up to $2 million you can get to kind of stomach cash through. But it was interesting. The one rule behind the loan was you have to keep your people employed. So they're basically
Oh,
lending you money to make sure we don't have to lose good talent during this time. There's a whole process to go through, but share that with your customers, right? They may not know that, or that might not be an issue. If you look at some of the retailers who have had to shut down, they've all turned into takeout businesses. So people
yeah.
are getting very, very clever about how to keep business operations moving. But what your management team is going to need and what your sales team is going to need is you're going to need to learn all the information you can. And again, do it with empathy. Call out and say, boy, people may be hurting right now. They may be going crazy right now. Who knows? How can you help them and how can you bring that back to your team? And all you got to do is come up with one or two of the right things and you become a valuable service.
And we're in uncharted waters here. Nobody's been here before. Your customers trying to figure things out as well. You are, we've talked about this in a previous video, you are a valuable resource to them because
Absolutely.
you are getting to learn what everybody else is doing. So even if you call them up and you don't have an answer for them, but you can share with them, boy, I talked to two other people in your industry. Here's something that they're trying. Have you thought about that? Again, you're being a valuable partner, and that's really what you're trying to be during a difficult time. At a
Absolutely.
minimum, at a minimum,
So
if
get
you've
out.
got, if
Let
there's
me
nothing that you, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mike.
let me summarize it here. It's kind of, be proactive. You have to reach out to your customers. Don't crawl in a hole and try and save your way out of this, right? You got to be prudent. But from a selling team perspective, the best thing we can do is reach out to their customers, listen with empathy, be proactive. Second thing we want to do is go back into discovery mode. As Gary said, they have more needs right now than they probably ever have. They're probably just very different needs.
Yeah.
So now is a great opportunity to go rediscover what they're doing and then bring that back to your teams and see what kind of creativity you can have to provide something of value to your customer during this time, whether it's directly from you or whether it comes from the outside. But anything you're doing right now is an opportunity to solidify that relationship.
At a minimum, if you do this, even if you can't help them, even if they say, sorry guys, we got to stop, we got to cancel, we got to do whatever else, you're learning things earlier in the process so you can feed that up the chain and help your boss out as they're trying to plan their business. As Mike said, we're here too. If you want to bounce ideas off somebody or brainstorm, give Pivotal Advisors a call. Our job is to try to help you through these times as well. So we'll keep coming up with these videos and trying to come up with some practical tips that you can use. Thank you for watching.